From the Gonzo Today newsroom, this is Memos from the National Affairs Desk. Presented by Gonzo Today. www.gonzotoday.com. The weird have just turned pro.
Hello and welcome to this week's edition of Gonzo Today's Memos from the National Affairs Desk. I'm your host, Dr. Jeffurious Higgason. In this look, we see Brian Williams rapping about lying on the news. Senator Thom Tillis takes his coffee dirty. Some California Boy Scouts encounter ancient bush while hiking. Comcast Cable's new creative billing process. All these and more right after this.
We're Consolidated International, and we might be looking for you. Are you one of those people who show up, punch in, pitch in, put out, clean up, punch out, head home, throw up, turn in, sack out, and shut up? That's what we need. People we can keep in line. We may have a place for you. Consolidated International. People making things so people have things to do things to other people with. And thinking up more things to do with the stuff we have. And now, an announcement from the National Apple Institute.
Fuck pears.
NBC is launching an internal investigation into Brian Williams after the anchor admitted he lied about being in a U.S. military helicopter that drew fire in 2003 while in Iraq. Williams retracted the story on air Wednesday after viewers said he'd lied when he reported he was on a helicopter when it was hit by an RPG. He was actually on a helicopter behind one that was attacked. I suppose in the topsy-turvy world of desert warfare, being in the helicopter behind the helicopter nailed with the stinger is certainly close enough. It's sort of like when your uncle has told the same fishing story for the past 20 years. The fish grows bigger with each telling. Unfortunately, your uncle doesn't report for NBC News. The NBC Daily News said Richard Esposito would be leading up the investigation. And Esposito works for NBC's investigative unit. So lucky for us. And, of course, the media investigating the media isn't the same as police investigating themselves. With internal media affairs, the people involved will actually eat each other. They drink the blood of those too weak to defend themselves, and then they will squeeze the piss of the fallen into their Voss waters in lieu of lemon. They take the Countess Bathory approach, taking in essence through osmosis. If it bleeds, it leads. The investigation confirmed by NBC officials represents a change in the network's attitude towards its popular anchor only a day after senior managers appear to have accepted his apologies for misstating the facts surrounding his excursion on a military helicopter while reporting on the start of the Iraq War nearly 12 years ago. The announcement suggests that NBC considers the fervor surrounding Williams to be a serious threat to his credibility and his integrity, the most important qualities for a person charged with delivering the evening news, yet seemingly the least displayed quality across all major networks. Since the Iraq story came to light on Wednesday, questions have been raised about discrepancies in stories Williams told about what he witnessed while reporting during Katrina and its aftermath. NBC's new scrutiny of Williams suggests that he could face disciplinary action, something that network managers were saying Thursday was a remote possibility. Freshman Republican Senator Thom Tillis of North Carolina is raising eyebrows around Washington after controversial remarks he made suggesting that requiring restaurant employees to wash their hands may constitute a government overreach. We all know the smell of freedom is that of a moist shit palm positioning pickles on a sub sandwich, right? Senator Tillis was quoted as saying, "I was having a discussion with someone and we were talking at a Starbucks in my district. And we were talking about certain regulations, well, I felt like maybe you should allow businesses to opt out of," the senator said on C-SPAN, recalling a 2010 conversation he had as a member of the North Carolina state legislature. Allegedly also made mention of restaurants being able to opt out of the regulations concerning sprinkling pubic hair on the daily special quiche. Not really. Tillis said he believes businesses should be able to opt out of government regulations, provided they are open about choosing to do so. Quote, "I don't have any problem with Starbucks if they choose to opt out of this policy, as long as they post a sign that says, 'We don't require our employees to wash their hands after leaving the restroom. The market will take care of itself.'" Knowing the market, we may see new signs like, "Your barista Tiffany has more than likely fished a rum-soaked tampon from her rectum. Try our new handmade biscotti." A California Cub Scout PAX hike that took the young boys through a nude beach angered some parents, but officials said proper protocol had been observed. Diane and Eric Lechvin, who accompanied their fourth grade son in San Diego's PAX 766 on January 24th for a nature hike through Torrey Pines State Park, said they were shocked when PAC Master Desmond Wheatley led the group through Black's Beach, a well-known clothing optional beach. The couple said they filed a complaint with the Boy Scouts of America, but were told the incident did not violate its policy. Boy Scouts of America San Diego Imperial Council addressed the incident in a statement on Monday, saying, during a planned hiking trip at Torrey Pines State Park, a local Cub Scout pack encountered some individuals who were improperly dressed. This outing involved both parents and adult volunteer leaders was quickly rerouted to protect the youth. Following the trip, both San Diego Imperial Council and PAC leadership met with parents to discuss the events and determine if further action was needed. Together, we concluded that proper protocol had been observed and appropriate steps were taken in this matter. Inappropriately dressed at a clothing optional beach. Inappropriately dressed clothing optional beach. Mull that around just for a second. A Black Beach sunbather who asked only to be referred to as Michael told KGTV he did not believe the hike was, quote, quickly rerouted. He said it would have been apparent to the pack leader that naked people were nearby well before it became too late to turn back from the nude beach. They could have not reached where they got to without having gone through some significant distance next to naked people, he said. It was very uncomfortable thinking about what they were going through as well. Something to think about. An Illinois woman said she was shocked and outraged to discover her Comcast cable TV bill referred to her as, quote, Superbitch. 63-year-old Mary Bauer of Addison said she had been having trouble with her Comcast TV service and she needed to have 39 visits from technicians between November of 2013 and April of 2014. Bauer said 4 months went by without receiving a paper bill in the mail, and finally one arrived in the mail on Wednesday, and it was addressed to Superbitch Bauer. Quote, this is a disgrace to me. Why are they doing this to me? I pay my bills. I do not deserve this, Bauer told WGN-TV. Comcast said the bill is under investigation and officials plan to contact Bauer for further information. This incident comes after Washington State resident Ricardo Brown received a Comcast bill addressed to, quote, asshole Brown, using profanity in the place of the customer's first name. Comcast quickly issued apologies to Brown and his wife, dick-faced Tina. A Texas boy's fascination with The Hobbit has gotten him in trouble with school officials. Jason Stewart of Kermit, Texas, said it's unbelievable his 9-year-old son was suspended from school for threatening to make another student disappear. Aiden claimed Thursday he could put a ring on his friend's head and make him invisible like Bilbo Baggins, who stole Gollum's precious in Tolkien's fantasy series, The Lord of the Rings. Stewart's son recently brought a ring to the Kermit Elementary School after seeing The Hobbit, the Battle of the Five Armies, in which Bilbo Baggins carries a magic invisibility ring. Jason told the Odessa American that the school suspended Aiden when he said he could make a classmate invisible with the ring. Quote, I assure you my son lacks the magical powers necessary to threaten his friend's existence, Jason told the school in an email. If he did, I'm sure he'd bring him right back. Kermit Elementary School Principal Roxanne Greer said she cannot discuss the incident because student affairs are, quote, confidential. The family moved to the Kermit Independent School District only 6 months ago, but it's been nothing but pure hell for Aiden. He's already been suspended 3 times this school year. 2 of the disciplinary actions this school year were in-school suspensions for referring to a classmate as black and bringing his favorite book to school, the Big Book of Knowledge. His father said that he loves that book. They were studying the solar system and he took it to school. He thought his teacher would be impressed. But the teacher learned the popular children's encyclopedia had a section on pregnancy, depicting a pregnant woman in an illustration. Yes, Texas, the frontier of American tolerance, folks.
Well, fine. Then you don't have to listen. You can leave if you choose. I told you what I think about Texas. I wouldn't live there for all the tea in China, and that's how I feel.
There's a very simple answer to the fuel shortage. We can use the fuel we now have to run our homes and our cars the way we always have, lavishly. We'll just close our schools. On the other hand, if we start looking around for ways to save energy in our homes, like turning the thermostat down to 68 degrees, we may be able to save enough energy to run our schools. Either way, we're going to have to give up something. I suggest we don't be foolish.
Did you know that you are the boss of your own money? That's a special thing. You can buy the first thing that catches your eye, like this catcher's mitt, or something that costs less, like this balloon, or costs more, like this swell dolly, or several different things. Or you can save it for something you haven't even thought of yet. You're the boss. It's your choice. It's your money. So think before you spend.
Well, a new concerted campaign to bring Bill Murray to GonzoFest Louisville this year has sprung forth. The organizers are asking for your help. All you have to do is film yourself saying, "Bring Bill to the Ville." Send it along to gonzofestlou@gmail.com and use the hashtag #BillToTheVille. Each week between now and GonzoFest, they will be releasing a new video, and you may see your message added. So once again, just record yourself saying, "Bring Bill to the Ville." And the Gmail address one more time, GonzoFestlou, LOU, @gmail.com. Do have some GonzoFest updates for you real quick here. And, of course, 2015 marks the 5th year of GonzoFest Louisville, and it will be weirder than ever. There'll be live music this year from regional and local musicians. Bands on 2 stages this year, folks. The bands featured are Vessel, Graffiti, 1200, Twin Limb, Small Time Napoleon, 30 Spokes, and Them's Live. They're also going to be having some spoken word, some poetry reading. They're going to unveil drawings for Hunter S. Thompson's statue. There'll be live art, craft vendors from the Flea Off Market, food by the Monkey's Uncle Grill featuring a little cheesers. The premiere of GonzoFest 2014's full-length documentary. Squalus Puppeteers showing up for the parade on that Saturday. They're also going to be having a Gonzo photo booth thanks to Yelp of Louisville. GonzoFest Louisville 2015 merchandise will be available all over the place. You will receive free entry to the official after party with your GonzoFest 2015 tickets. They got so much more coming up, and you know, as it's progressing and building up, we're going to try to get every little tiny detail in this program just to keep you updated. Tickets are on sale now at the Monkey Wrench for an early bird special price of only $10. Money earned from GonzoFest Louisville 2015 supports the efforts to build a bronze statue of Hunter S. Thompson in Louisville, Kentucky. Proceeds also will be benefiting the Gonzo Foundation. Well, that wraps up this Memos from the National Affairs Desk. I'm Dr. Jeffurious Higgason. Thanks for listening. We're on the internet, gonzotoday.com. Also find us over at Facebook and Twitter. This has been a production of Gonzo Today and gonzotoday.com. Copyright 2015, gonzotoday.com. The weird have just turned pro. I'd like to leave you right now with some words from the late, great Lenny Bruce. Have a great week, folks. See you here next weekend. Goodbye.
Two's preposition. Two's preposition. Come is a verb. Two is a preposition. Come is a verb. Two is a preposition. Come is a verb. The verb intransitive. To come. To come. I've heard these 2 words my whole adult life, and as a kid when I thought I was sleeping. To come. To come. It's been like a big drum solo. Did you come? Did you come good? 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 Rex Tartine, I come better with you, sweetheart, than anyone in the whole goddamn world. I really came so good. I really came so good because I love you. I really came so good. I come better with you, sweetheart, than anyone in the whole world. I really came so good. So good. But don't come in me. Don't come in me. Don't come in me, don't come in me, don't come in me. Don't come in me, don't come in me. I can't come. Because you don't love me, that's why I can't come. I love you, I just can't come, that's my hang-up. I can't come and I'm loaded, all right? Because you don't love me. Just what the hell is the matter with you? What has that got to do with loving you? I just can't come, that's all. Now, if anyone in this room or the world finds those two words decadent, obscene, immoral, amoral, asexual, the words to come really make you feel uncomfortable. If you think I'm rank for saying it to you, ear of the beholder gets rank from listening to it, you probably can't come. And then you're of no use, because that's the purpose of life, to recreate it.
The news you have just heard was a digest of Press Association dispatches. Further details will be found in your newspapers.